Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We're at the 2024 Overland Expo up here in beautiful Flagstaff. Riding my e-bike around, my electric 3.0. Alright, get this thing parked. I have a media pass, so I can get access to pretty much everything. They got a media room. We're gonna wander around and see what's up here, which is all kinds of stuff. All right, let's do it. All right, here we go. Already filmed Blue Eddie and Ice Co. I actually came up to see those guys since I was part of all this thing. I was asked to come here for several years and I never did, so this is the first year for me. Overlanding, I mean, it's truck campers, car camping, these little trailers just like this one, just totally decked out with everything you can think of. So you can tow it behind a Jeep, you can tow these with a four-wheeler if you have a big enough one. Look at that, I mean, you can carry literally everything and the kitchen sink. They got solar, little 12-volt fridge there. Then how about this? Room for two, that is cozy. Imagine two people in that thing. But hey, you're out in the wilderness. That's what overlanding's about. You know, in my world, it's more about RV parks and boondocking in the desert and that kind of thing. These guys go in the mountains and really rugged terrain. That's what these overland vehicles are meant to do. They'll take a beating. There's Lion Energy. They're huge in batteries. They got their show specials. You see them guys in Quartzsite. This really reminds me of Quartzsite. Just row after row of vendors. All the big time vans. You see a lot of rental vans too. Kind of interesting. Plus all the gadgets that go with all this. I noticed some of these inflate with air. So all he needs a battery and a little compressor. A little air pump. Pumps it right up. This is at the Fort Tuttle Park. Look at this thing. Just all decked out. That's a 12-volt air conditioner in the ceiling. Fold down bed. All your benches and all that. See, I don't want anything like that for me. I mean, for these guys, that's great. But you know, a lot of these vans are over $200,000 all decked out like this. This is a Regis.
And you did say you want
Tour of the van. Yeah. Don't forget your checkbook. Oh, here's pneumatic cooling. They're air conditioners. They're coming out with awnings now. Now, I wouldn't mind having an awning on the van. But when you have a setup like this, where are you going to sit that's comfortable? You can't. You're sitting straight up. See that, or laying down. There you go. There's a big, I guess you call it truck camper. It's Overland. I mean, see, there's your bed that folds down. Then they got these big grates on the doors that you can put your spare tires and gearboxes. You know, one of these 12-volt air conditioners, I think, yeah, this is pneumatic cooling. They're $5,000. Plus you got to install it. Pretty pricey.
Because he even asked me, he was like, how did it drive?
And I wouldn't mind having one. Not for that kind of money, but for off-roading and overlanding, I mean, you're not going to plug in anywhere, but you need a lot of solar. All right, what else we got? More stuff. There you go. Here's all your cookware, camping gear. I mean, just everything and anything you can think of. It's all space-saving type ideas too. Now, if you want to go on top of the mountain in style, that's what you need right there. My goodness, look at this beast. That is a diesel burning machine too. Look at this fuel tank on it.
No worries, you guys. Have fun.
Huge. Made by Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go grab one.
Sierra Nevada Overland. Pretty basic. A lot of RV-ish style interior, huh? Here you go. So you got your built-in fridge, cabinets, stove, kitchen, toilet, everything just like an RV, except you're climbing mountains. Not bad. A lot of food vendors here. You can smell the barbecue starting to fire up. They're selling coffee and they got ice cream. They even had a vegan food truck. A lot of barbecue, that kind of stuff. See, to me, if I had a pickup, I don't know if I'd want to crawl up top all the time, but I would consider like a pickup camper. I really like some of the awnings that they have for trucks, especially those ones with air in it. They're not going to go anywhere. There's Yamaha, motorcycles, ATVs, all that. So there's a lot of big manufacturers here. And the big question, if you spent this kind of money on a brand new, whether it's van, Jeep, whatever, would you actually take it out and get it all beat up and scratched up? I guess the answer is heck yeah. There you go. No propane burning campfire. Lava box. Best propane fire pit on earth. And a lot of the tire and wheel guys are here.
It went from, I don't know how many vendors.
Wow, look at that Jeep. Thing is all decked out. Need a ladder to get in it. But so many different rooftop options.
Oh, sure.
And the awnings,
Yeah,
they
but
all got
some might
awnings.
look at him like
Yeah, I
that's
know.
lunch. I think I.
Or he does, and he thinks he's Boston.
I bet. Well, the little ones usually do.
Here you
Yeah,
go,
but
that's
they do
to
it
a
like-
frame of a regular pickup.
Big.
He's much better behaved.
So you must just buy the box. And this pretty much standard RV style interiors. So you can overland in style. It's supposed to be a little museum here. I'm going to try to find it for the Fort Tuthill. Someone was mentioning it.
Hunter, who I deal
See, now that wouldn't be too bad because you could utilize the bed of your truck. You'd almost stand up in it with size. Now that, instead of crawling up a ladder, I could do that. I like that setup. They're expecting tens of thousands of people. They bus you in. You can actually park over at the university and they bus you in. It's not cheap to get in here. They daily admission, the camping is hundreds of dollars. Parking is a premium, so they charge you. Ooh, look at this. Goal Zero. They got the bike. There's a little pole trailer. You got the awnings, fridge. It's a Goal Zero setup. So I'm sure it's got solar and batteries. That thing is clean looking. You can camp inside, sleep inside. There's your battery. Pretty big. Coffee maker, lights. So you got a little kitchen there. Fully installed rig power. So it's all set up. No price tag. But hey, you can pull that with a little Jeep, a little car. Be all set up. Spare tire. And up here's where you sleep. So it better not be too tall. There you go. Oh, even got a little air conditioner. My goodness. Well, heck. I want one. Alright, I just found out where the museum is in these buildings here. Let's pop in and check it. Spread out. It covers a lot of area here. They got hundreds of vendors. If you check the Overland Expo website, this is the West. I think it's this one's Overland Expo West. I think. Something like that. But they got them all, they got them in the East Coast. They have a big one in Colorado. So it is big, big business. Look at that. Museum is open. So let's go check it out. Arizona National Guard. Must use the fort for that now, all National Guard stuff. And what else we got? Some of the uniforms, 1st Battalion. Guys that got shipped overseas. Wow, pretty powerful pictures. A lot of more uniforms. You know, it's not very big, but they got a lot of stuff in here. Pretty cool, really. Well, let's head on out. Keep on trucking. We still got quite a bit to walk yet. Wow. There's a trailer you can haul your side-by-side on with a tent bolted down on the front.
Oh, here's the museum, yeah.
So it's a little roof mount tent. Probably has all your supplies in there. My goodness. That is quite a setup, isn't it? Wonder how much. Afraid to ask. Even got the metal compartments, so you can really be out in some bad weather. Be camping with this thing.
What was Western Island say?
Easy setup.
Alright. They give me Amazon.
And the Mercedes dealer, they got a Mercedes dealer out of Flagstaff now. Someone reopened the dealership. So they're up here. A lot of vans. You can't bring an RV here. They don't allow RVs to camp. Only this kind of camping, Overland, and Sprinter vans. You see a bunch of them, but that's it. So if you want to come here in an RV, you got to go get an RV park somewhere and park it.
First thing I did when we got our motorhome.
Wow, what a setup this is, huh? My goodness. That is camping in style. Inflates, deflates in second. This is all Dometic. They make everything camping. Yeah, Dometic almost, most RVs are Dometic for like their refrigerators, air conditioners. I mean, they make a ton of it. Huge corporation. There's some of their fridge. So I see these guys in Quartzsite too at the big tent. Look at the little light. Like a light tree. I kind of like these inflatable little, I guess they call them shelters, but canopies. Pretty cool idea. As long as you had a battery and a little air pump, thing would go up in a second. Just weight it down. No metal poles to mess with. Pretty smart, really. Alright, I think down on this end is their big food court. They got a stage for music. Some of the vendors sponsor like dinners and drinks. that kind of thing. Oh yeah, motorcycles. Wonder they don't have a tent that mounts on your bike. Heck yeah. There you go. Particle board. Even looks a little warped. But once again, you set up a van like this and it's uncomfortable to sit in. I've been doing RVing a lot of years, decades. And that's why I built the van I have now. I would never go this route. There's your sidecar. There you go. Put the dog, the gear in the sidecar, and away you go. Strap an ice chest. Alright, over here is where they do their presentations. The vendors hold classes on different kinds of overlanding, I'm sure, camping. They actually have an app, Overland does, and you can check the schedule, see what they're offering, and they're all day long. Overland Education. They're all sponsored. I'm sure you're going to hear a sales pitch too, but that's okay. Probably learn stuff. Just like in Quartzsite, the vendors, they got a tent set up at the big tent. They do seminars, which is good. Here's their stage where they can blast some music. Moto party at 7 p.m. And like a food court setup. Well, let's keep walking. We've covered quite a bit of it. Still got a little more to go yet. Flexible panels. You hear different things about them. Some of them get pretty hot on the backside if you mount them straight on the surface. But for this kind of style vehicle, flex probably fits pretty good. Now, I wouldn't mind having a little inflatable like this in the van, because it stores down pretty small. Take it down a little river and stuff. Not the paddleboard, I'd want to sit in it. Oh my goodness, look at this monster. Holy moly. Wow. Oh. Talk about a rig. Even has an old style satellite dish. Thing is huge.
That's in 2 weeks. And that's
My goodness. Look at that. The top goes up on it. It slides up. That is a tank. Even has a gigantic light. That must be for like TV crews or something maybe, huh? Or like a big event out there. Thing is huge. And another rooftop type tent. Here you go. I heard this was up here. There's a Tesla. That's their new truck. That's their Tesla truck. It's supposed to be bulletproof. Shoot it with a gun. Windshield wipers about what, 4 feet long? My goodness. What a tank. And then you pull it. You can pull this trailer with it. Cyber trailer. Living vehicle. Supposed to be 100% green. Just make sure you have a long extension cord. Living vehicle. I've seen these on television. Like $200,000 for a setup like that.
So just straight torsion axles across, electric over hydraulic brakes. From here.
And more gear. All kinds of goodies. Coolers. Shovels. A lot of pots and pan type stuff. Here's the media room. Electric's going to have an announcement here in a little while.
Live from the media room in Overland Expo West. Hopefully sell some bikes, give some people some test rides, and have a fun little presentation here around the afternoon. So stay tuned. Yes, yeah.
All right, they're announcing a new bike, but I can't show it to June 4th. That's okay. Electric, they're my buddies. That was Alex from Quartzsite. Everyone loves Alex. So here's some teardrops, trailers. About every type of camper shell you can think of is here. I mean, if you've never been to one, that's pretty cool. Which I've never been to Expo like this.
You're good. I want you to get the best picture, please. Go ahead, stand up. Oh, that's all the way down the long road. Where are you guys?
Well, there's a tent for a regular sized van. Van like that, remember my old van, you couldn't stand up in it. That was very hard to travel in. It was good for like overnight trips.
Oh my gosh, I have to get
That entire summer, that was hard. Especially in the rain when you get bad weather. Good weather, you just sit outside.
Yeah, that was
So if I would ever do pickup truck again, I could see something like that. You'd have the truck and also your little home with you. There's a toy hauler. And mattress. There you go. Custom mattresses that fold.
Go get some lunch.
I would consider getting another one of those. It folded up great. It wasn't bad to sleep on. They're meant for vans. You know, they're custom fit. The one I have now, I custom fitted it with a knife. It's one of those big foam mattresses, which needs replaced here pretty soon. So that's one good idea. Another big one there, huh? Them things are tanks. And a little history on the Overland company itself. They've been doing this a lot of years. I guess there's new owners. The old guy sold out. This is big, big bucks. A show like this. Oh, wow. Look. How about a pontoon for your Jeep? Heck yeah. Just need a boat to tow it with. Imagine going down the river with your Jeep. Oh, man. Well, more fridges, solar, batteries. Pretty competitive anymore, all that stuff.
I'll give you, yeah. You can walk with me? Yeah, yeah, sure.
There you go, for only $220,000 and change, you could own this. That's $250,000, almost, for a van that depreciates. But it's got swivel seats. Finally, a price tag. Haven't seen many price tags. What was this? 2024. So, pretty fancy. I mean, there's a lot on there. A lot of people, they're into it. They'll buy it. I like the ladder. Right down there is your shore power and everything. See, now all these are rentals. They rent them. I have no clue, but before you spend a couple $100,000 on one, why not just rent one for a few weeks? Go do your off-roading, be outdoors. Just don't scratch it. And I always said renting RVs is smart before you buy. Very smart decision. That way you make sure you know what you want. And if you even want to do it, a lot of RVs end up sitting in a driveway somewhere with a big payment. Wow. That thing would glow in the dark, wouldn't it? That is a lot of engine in these things. Of course, they're climbing big rocks. A lot of these are rock crawlers. They'll crawl over them. That'd be fun events. I gotta look for some of them. I know they go on during the summer. Well, pretty good. I think I've done a lap and a half around this event. Yep, I remember this one. Wow. just the price of that alone. That's one of those race trucks. You see those at the Parker 425. Air tanks. So if you need an air tank, this is where you're going to get one. And guess what? To air up the awnings and everything. Tires, probably got a lot of flat tires when you're out overlanding. So, pretty handy item to have in your rig. That is pretty darn small. They claim 2 people. Better like each other. I'm teasing. All this stuff is extremely well built. It's very well engineered. I've been teasing a lot. Found it, new van. Absolutely beautiful, all that woodwork, ceiling lights. Wait till you see the battery system in this. Quite the paint job, but look at the batteries. Oh. That is a ton of money. That's overkill. That's beyond overkill. Pretty though. As seen on Shark Tank. There you go. I'm getting pretty tired. A lot of walking. Big area to cover. A lot of vendors. Want to thank Overland for the media pass to come up here and check this out. Next video, you'll actually see the trip coming here. You're seeing this first because I haven't edited it yet, but came down through Jerome, Cottonwood, Clarksdale, Camp Verde, all that. So that's next video coming out in a day or two. Journey continues. Talk soon.